In this video, I'll be discussing a great article on why Elon Musk will go down in history, a quick update on Tesla stock, how Time magazine actually selected Elon Musk as the 2021 Person of the Year, and I'll also be discussing Elon Musk's forthcoming biography. You did know an Elon Musk book was coming, right? Let's get into the video. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment theme merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. First things first, another very strong day for Tesla stock, up another 2.5%, almost $27 per share. And just to give a little bit of context, over the last 5 days, Tesla stock basically up around 20%. So congratulations to everybody who bought the dip. I count myself among them. And for some further context, over the past 1 month, Tesla stock has done a lot, but the net result, Tesla stock down almost 4%. That's it. There were periods of time, obviously, where Tesla stock was down 20+%. And as I said a million times on practically every daily video, huge buying opportunity, as has played out. And again, let me remind you folks that I think there is a very long way to go from here. If you haven't already seen my Tesla stock price targets available exclusively on Patreon, check out the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment. We are just getting started. 2022 looks to be a huge year for Tesla and Tesla stock. So in case you missed it, earlier in 2021, this happened. A tweet from Elon Musk. Time to tell the story of Tesla and SpaceX. Elon continuing. Of Earth and Mars. Lessons learned. This was incredibly exciting news. Elon Musk writing a book, all of the lessons learned, sharing his insights. This will be an absolute goldmine. A couple of months later, Elon Musk tweeting, if you're curious about Tesla, SpaceX, and my general goings on, Walter Isaacson is writing a biography. Many of you will be familiar with some of the biographies written by Walter Isaacson, including Ben Franklin and Steve Jobs. And Elon provided another update saying that Isaacson had been shadowing Elon for a few days at that point in time. If you're excited about Elon Musk's biography, let me know in the comments below. I cannot fucking wait. And there is a reason that I mention this. Walter Isaacson is the author of the article we're featuring in today's video, Why Elon Musk Will Go Down in History. Time 2021. The choice. Elon Musk. Despite shattering records this year with a net worth above $300 billion, Elon Musk demurs at being described as the richest person in the history of the world, excluding sovereigns, Musk says wryly, adding that Russia's Vladimir Putin is likely richer than he. Quote, I can't invade countries and stuff. The differences begin to fade a bit as one drives down Texas Highway 4 between the Gulf of Mexico and the Rio Grande toward one of the southernmost points in the US where Musk is preparing to launch the world's largest rocket. Gleaming spacecraft rise stories above the sparse terrain. His company is gobbling up local housing and encouraging employees to move there. Quote, creating the city of Starbase, Texas, Musk announced on Twitter earlier this year, to the evident surprise of the residents of Boca Chica, where his facility is located. For nearly a century, Time has named a Person of the Year, the individual or group who most shaped the previous 12 months, for better or for worse. Person of the Year is a marker of influence, and few individuals have more influence than Musk on life on Earth, and potentially life off Earth too. In 2021, Musk emerged not just as the world's richest person, but also as perhaps the richest example of a massive shift in our society. From Amazon's Jeff Bezos to Facebook turned Meta's Mark Zuckerberg, the year brought home the extent to which, at a time of rising protest over ever-deepening inequality, our lives and many of the basic structures around them are now shaped by the pursuits, products, and priorities of the world's wealthiest people. Even in that rarefied crowd, Musk is in a class of his own. He sees his missions as solving the globe's most intractable challenges, along the way disrupting multiple industries across 2 decades. These include what was once the core American creation, combustion engine automobiles, and what was once the core American aspiration, spaceflight, as well as a litany of other manifestations of our present and future, infrastructure construction, artificial intelligence, neurotechnology, and increasingly money itself through his dalliances with cryptocurrencies. As provocative as his vision is his persona, a blunt instrument that often seems to revel in division and aggressive mockery as he gives the world access to his id through social media. Musk's largest terrestrial impact so far has been with Tesla. 2021 was the year that electric vehicles finally came into the mainstream and that Tesla became a trillion-dollar company, one of only a handful in the world. Just a reminder that Tesla is just getting started. Give it a decade or so and there'll be articles about Tesla as a $10+ trillion company. You can count on it. It's a market that Musk almost single-handedly created, seeing long before others the demand for clean energy transportation that the world's climate crisis would eventually propel. From Detroit to Milan, announcement of EV commitments poured in all year as automakers that once fiercely resisted emissions restrictions are now scrambling to catch up, aka try to avoid bankruptcy. PS, they're too late. Should we fall short with Earth? Musk's answer is space, where he envisions, quote, a futuristic Noah's Ark. His SpaceX is the global commercial leader in building and flying rockets and crews, chosen by NASA to build the ship that aims to place astronauts back on the moon for the first time in more than 50 years. First of all, massive congratulations to SpaceX, they're absolutely killing it, we all know that. But I just want to take a moment to talk about this long pause after putting man on the moon. NASA basically just gave up. Well, we beat Russia, okay, our job's done, let's just do absolutely fucking nothing for the next half a century. It's really embarrassing. Were it not for SpaceX, we would not have a bright future. Musk's rough timeline for that is 3 years, with 2 more years to land on Mars. The key, he says matter-of-factly like the rest of us might say the time of day, is making spacefaring rockets as reusable as airplanes. Musk's rise coincides with broader trends of which he and his fellow technology magnates are part cause and part effect. The continuing decline of traditional institutions in favour of individuals, government dysfunction that has delivered more power and responsibility to business, and chasms of wealth and opportunity. In an earlier era, ambitions on the scale of interplanetary travel were the ultimate collective undertaking around which presidents rallied nations. Meanwhile, the current president of the United States and his administration is doing their absolute utmost to divide the nation of the United States. Just saying. Today, they are increasingly in the province of private companies. To Musk, that is progress, steering capital allocation away from the government to those who will be good stewards of it. Governments are renowned for poor spending, poor use of capital, extreme inefficiency. Think about it. If you would like any evidence of this, let's just see what NASA's done in the last half a century versus what SpaceX has done in the last 20 years. Game, set, match. To others, it is testament to capitalism's failings as staggeringly wealthy. Fuck my life. To others, aka woke morons, it is testament to capitalism's failing as staggeringly wealthy, mostly white men. How racist is this, by the way? Can everyone just stop fucking talking about people as black and white? Honestly, everyone, get fucked, okay? Stop saying this person's white, this person's black. They're just people. Mostly white men play by their own rules while much of society gets left behind. In deciding each December who should be Person of the Year, we look back but also aim to look forward. Bezos was the choice in 1999, when e-commerce was just beginning to take off. Zuckerberg was selected in 2010. Well before it was clear what Facebook's full effect on society and democracy would be. We don't yet know how fully Tesla, SpaceX, and the ventures Musk has yet to think up will change our lives. At 50, he has plenty of time to write the future. His own and ours. Like it or not, we are now in Musk's world. For creating solutions to an existential crisis, for embodying the possibilities and the perils of the age of tech titans, for driving society's most daring and disruptive transformations, Elon Musk is Time's 2021 Person of the Year. So I hope that provided some useful background as to why Elon Musk was selected as the Time Person of the Year for 2021. Basically boils down to influence, and there's no question, Elon Musk is not only the most influential human being on Earth right now, but far and away the most important. And if you question this statement, consider this. In the last 18 months, give or take, my Don't Bet Against Elon merch design has sold well in excess of 1,500 units. Can you think of a single other human on Earth where there'd be this much demand for these kind of merch designs? I doubt it. If you can, let me know in the comments below. And by the way, if you guys and girls would like your own Don't Bet Against Elon merch, check out the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment. The shirts, hoodies, phone cases, mugs, long sleeves, and loads more. So check out the link in the pinned comment. Why Elon Musk will go down on your girlfriend. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, I think I did. Alright, let's get into it. Elon Musk might be the most interesting person on the planet. He is, no question. And given his passionate quest, so far surprisingly on track to make humans into a multiplanetary species, he could someday become the most interesting person in the solar system. Okay, those statements may be hyperbole, but Musk's ability to turn hyperbole into reality is one of his superpowers. I love that line. What a great line. Through his intense focus on driving every problem down to the level of basic physics, he has already earned himself a spot in the pantheon of history's great innovators. And remember, this article is written by the same guy that's been shadowing Elon Musk to write his biography, so Walter Isaacson really knows what he's talking about, not just from an external viewpoint, but also a very intimate one. He really understands who Elon is, how he works, and what makes him tick. His endeavours are not merely digital concoctions conjured up in a dorm room or garage. They involve devising and manufacturing physical products, such as cars and batteries and rocket ships, like America used to be able to do. Tesla, no Mr. Extremely Corrupt President, not General Motors, is the primary driving force transporting the world into the age of electric cars and self-driving ones. Tesla Energy, with its solar roof tiles and battery walls, is heralding an era of decentralized, carbon-free electricity. SpaceX has enabled the US to launch humans into orbit for the first time since NASA shut down the Space Shuttle program a decade ago. Starlink has deployed more than 1,800 satellites and is quietly rebuilding the internet in space. Can you believe we're not done? Neuralink is making the next great leap in the storied history of human-machine interfaces by creating implants that can link to the neurons of a brain. The Boring Company is building tunnels designed to conquer the scourge of traffic. And Starship, the biggest rocket ever built, will someday take us to Mars. Oh, is that all? Musk's input-output mechanisms can be unnerving. He displays manic wackiness and semi-calculated craziness that occasionally skitters, like a too early beta version of full self-driving, across the line between wiliness and weirdness. With ultracapacitor bursts of energy, he is addicted to sparking dramas that he can use for strategic purposes. Having endured psychological and physical violence as a kid in South Africa, he has a greater than normal mental ability to calculate risk and emotional ability to tolerate it. This is a really important point. As a biographer who has covered the shapers of technological revolutions, I see in Musk many of the traits of earlier innovators. Like Thomas Edison, he knows that vision without execution is hallucination, a weakness that sometimes hobbled the original Tesla, as in Nikola. So he expends 90% of his time on the nuts and bolts, literally, of his products. A lot of people fail to recognize this, but most people watching the channel will know Elon Musk is an engineer, not a businessman, not a CEO, and this is what he spends the vast majority of his time on. Engineering problems, down in the weeds. Like Henry Ford, he understands the importance not only of the products he devises, but also the factories that can churn them out. His gigafactories for cars and batteries in the US, Germany and China are showing that innovative methods for manufacturing a product are even more important than the innovative products themselves. Like Steve Jobs, he is reinventing multiple industries with the strategic use of reality distortion fields. He questions every assumption in order to drill down to the first principles of physics. Like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, he has a hardcore intensity that can drive colleagues, and himself, to near madness, but also drive them to do things they thought were impossible. Fair point. And like Benjamin Franklin and Leonardo da Vinci, he has an obsessive but playful curiosity about all of the wonders of nature that helps him see patterns across disparate fields. But more than most other great innovators, Musk is driven by a larger sense of mission. He has a fierce urge to make life on this planet sustainable, turn humans into a spacefaring species, and assure that artificial intelligence will be beneficial rather than malign to us mortals. These goals are audacious, and he may fail, but at the moment, he has become the most important single individual in designing and deploying the innovations that will bring us a few steps closer to each of these aspirations. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I think Walter Isaacson really hits the nail on the head and touches on a lot of incredibly insightful points regarding Elon Musk and his successes so far with his various companies. I cannot wait to read the Walter Isaacson biography of Elon Musk. I'm assuming it'll probably be out sometime in 22, maybe 23 at the absolute latest, so stay tuned for that. The final lines in the article there were quite interesting, acknowledging that Elon Musk's goals are extremely audacious and he may fail, but if I were a betting man, I definitely wouldn't be betting against Elon Musk. And I've got a funny feeling, based on the number of people who've picked up their own Don't Bet Against Elon merch designs, many of you watching also agree. And don't forget, if you don't already have your Don't Bet Against Elon merch, check out the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Stephen Mike Ryan, this is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can get 2 free stocks with WeBull, a free stock with Stake, free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and free Bitcoin with BlockFi, and the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. And if you're still watching, you're awesome. I read every single comment on this channel and I really appreciate your feedback. So if you've got any thoughts on today's video, questions, comments, or suggestions for a new video, let me know in the comments below. Check the cards on screen now to browse the merch store, join Patreon, or watch the next video.